Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is a cloud? Cloud is a delivering of cloud computing service or internet, just like a servers, storages, databases, okay, softwares, applications, kind of stuff. Okay. So there is a different cloud models are there. Private cloud, public cloud, and hybrid cloud. What is this public cloud? Public cloud is multi-tenant type. Means, for example, you take an AWS, Azure, GCP, OCI. Okay, these are all public cloud service platforms. Not only this, so IBM, there is a something which is like a rack space, Ocean, Digital Ocean. These are all public cloud service providers are there. So what is that meaning is I'm a single user. I can able to access the cloud. For example, I can log into AWS. I create a personal AWS account and I can able to use AWS cloud services. So I can use an EC2 instant. I can use their MySQL database. I can use their S3 bucket like that. As a single user, I can able to log in. I can able to access their services. Or organization wise, it means, for example, scientists or take an example, and they can able to create their required infrastructure to run their applications or client applications they can able to run in the AWS. Okay, it is public cloud, multi-tenant. It means, for example, it is my old example. Nowadays, it's not required because everybody aware of cloud. Okay, so I will give one old example, but still it is for understanding. Shopping malls are there now. So like a AMD mall or maybe, shopping malls nowadays we are having central mall kind of stuff. Okay, central malls are everywhere. You take a central mall, it is big shopping complex, contains so many shops inside, like Max, FBB, or maybe Reliance Digital, okay, Bajaj Electronics, PVR malls, food stalls. So different types of shops are there in the one single shopping mall. Someone build a shopping mall and they will maintain it. But what the other companies will come and they'll keep one shop for them. So like they'll take rent one shop and they'll do this business. Okay. And the person who builds the shopping mall will collect rents. They will maintain it and they will their maintenance cost and building cost will come from the rentals only. Like it is multi-tenant. I build a one big building with a lot of 1 BHK, 2 BHK. So I given for the rent. So how I'll get a money from the rent one price only. So the person who is like AWS build big data centers in different regions and given to the different people, either single user to the organizational level users. So whatever their use infrastructure, so they will get it money from that one only. Okay, so that is multi-tenant public cloud. So public cloud users, no need to maintain. Public cloud user wise, you can say public cloud users, either single user or organizational user. So they don't require to buy any servers, no capital expenditure, no operational expenditure. It is a pay as you go type only. They have to pay what they use it. Okay. They provision and provision resources as their requirement. That is a public cloud. What about a private cloud? So private cloud is built by that organization only for organization use only. It is like a on-premises data center. It is like a on-premises data center means Entire data center they have to build, means capital expenditure they have to put it, operational expenditure they have to put it. But it is used for only for their organization. The private cloud users has to be put a capital expenditure, operational expenditure, and they use it for. But how they will get a money from the business? Like different people want to use their resources, like they are not directly using resources, they run different organizations, applications in their data centers. They will provision their self as per the requirement. Okay, it is like a on-premises data center. They have to bear capital expenditure and operational expenditure. What is the advantage of private cloud? Security. It means you are owning your own data center and you are only allow your users only to access. And you have your entire control of your infrastructure and security under the organizational control only. Under the organizational control only. Just like a example, banking sectors. Banking sectors should maintain their infrastructure on this. Okay, so like some secure applications should not be in the somewhere in the location. So they will maintain where it is located, where it is, how it should be maintained, and which user can able to access. This complete security is in the organization handover only. That is public private cloud. To create a private cloud, there is a different tools that use it. So different virtualization platforms, okay, from VMware or Xen, different application like a server virtualization, network virtualization, application virtualization related platforms, and SCAC from Microsoft tool, okay, app controller, VMware vCloud directory, okay, OpenStack. So public cloud platform, sorry, private cloud platform, OpenStack is here. So different application they use to make their infrastructure as a private cloud. Then what is this hybrid cloud? Hybrid cloud means I have a private cloud, I have a private cloud, and I got a new project or something like that. I got a new project or I need additional resources which I cannot able to provision in my side. Like I have to buy additional servers and I need more space to put these servers, storages and network related. I need more. I got either new additional projects or maybe for my work I need additional things. So what I will do it, I will mix this private cloud to the public cloud and I utilize some public cloud resources. I use some public cloud resources. All that. Okay, the private cloud person utilize public cloud resources along with his on-premises resources. Okay, and under the control of the private cloud person. So this is hybrid cloud. So public cloud services offered over public internet and available to anyone who want to purchase them. Cloud resources such as server storages are owned and operated by third-party cloud service provider and deliver over the internet. Private cloud. A private cloud consists of computing resources exclusively by the user from one business or an organization. Okay, who are the users from that organization only. A private cloud can be physically located in your organization on premises data center, or it can be hosted by third-party service provider. Maybe someone maintaining your data centers, but where that entirely we are owning and using it. No others organization utilizing your resources. Hybrid is a cloud Hybrid cloud is a cloud computing environment that combines public cloud and private cloud by allowing you data and application to be shared between them. Okay. This is a comparison between this. So if you take public cloud, no capital expenditure to scale up. Application can be quickly provision and deprovision. So whenever you want to add more servers, when I want to remove the servers, or when I want to add more storage related or some applications, you can take it and add up, increases, and you can decreases as your requirement. And only pay only for what you use based only. Next one is private cloud. So the private cloud, who is maintaining this private cloud organization has to be purchased the hardware requirements and maintenance also. Okay, organization have complete control over resources and security. Okay, organizations are responsible for hardware maintenance and updates. Hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud provide a most flexible and organization determines where to run their application. So I'm using a private cloud. I'm a private cloud organization. I'm a private cloud person, but I want some resources from the public cloud. So where I want to run my application in my private cloud or a public cloud, I can determine that one. Organization controls security, compliances, legal requirements to run your application related. Okay, so this is three models: private cloud, public cloud, and hybrid cloud. And if you take some places, there are a community cloud is also there. Okay, community cloud is also there. Community cloud means two organizations, two or more organization combinedly run different things like for single purpose kind of stuff. Okay, two different organizations. For example, best example is IRCTC. IRCTC application and run by CTS. CTS, sorry. Yeah, not CTS, TCS, Tata. Okay, so there are actually maintaining IRCTC website, the data centers, application done by TCS only. But IRCTC will book railway tickets. That is, railway is a different department, different organization. Okay, you can go to the railway station and book your railway ticket, or you can book a railway reservation ticket. Okay, but you can also do it with IRCTC, right? Okay, so if you are going with IRCTC, but you are booking railway ticket, even flight tickets also, you can book go to Indigo site and purchase Indigo. From Indigo, you can purchase Indigo flight ticket, or you can go to MakeMetric or go IBIBO, something like that. Okay, so third party sites. Okay, but here it is, as a simple understanding, it is community cloud means it is same service like a single purpose, but two different organizations collaborate each other, two different organizations collaborated each other and providing single service. That's a community cloud. Okay, so guys understand public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud differences. In a public cloud, no capital expenditure, operational expenditure, pay as you go. Hybrid cloud, it is like a on-premises data center maintained by that organization, and private cloud is meant for their organization sole use purpose only. Okay, and capital expenditure is there, operational expenditure is there, and they can able to control over their resources and security. Mainly for banking kind of sectors is best suitable private cloud. Understand, guys, up to that point?
Yes, sir.
And cloud service models. What are the cloud service models? Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. These are the three main service models. Of course, some people put a different ways like a desktop as a service, Windows as a service, That is all abbreviated one, but the main three services are infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. So these models have a different level of shared responsibilities are there. For example, infrastructure as a service is all about your physical servers kind of stuff, like a network related servers, operating system maintenance, like that. For example, I'm created a virtual machine and then inside I install a CentOS application, sorry, CentOS operating system, and then I install an application inside. That is I am maintaining. That is infrastructure as a service. The service provider provide infrastructure. You can do what you want to do on it. You want to create a virtual machine, or you want to install what application you want it, you want how storage you want to utilize, how you should use it. That is completely up to you only. You are responsible from maintaining your virtual machines, operating system, and application connectivity storage. Okay. Platform as a service. In the platform as a service, they will provide a platform. For example, I'm running an application and I need a database. So instead of creating a virtual machine, install for example, look at here. I have to install I have to create a virtual machine and install a OS, install a database application. For example, I need a MySQL database application is required to maintain my database. So what I have to do, I have to create a virtual machine, and then I have to take the virtual machine requirement, like what is the CPU required, what is RAM requirement, what is storage is required. I have to select and then install OS, install a database application, and I have to create a connectivity. Then I can connect it to my application or another server. So this is how many responsibilities I am taking, like a infrastructure as a service I am taking. In platform as a service, directly my SQL services are available directly. Just connect it to this service, create a table, create your own database inside, and create a tables inside and access it and connect it. See, simple. Direct instance is available instead of installing this one. So you need to maintain any virtual machines here or a underlying hardware you don't need to maintain. Operating system you don't require to maintain directly. You have to maintain the things. Or maybe you want to build an application in the production environment. So you have to require that supporting environment like a database, application, front end, back end, everything you have to install that the packages and you have to do it. And you have to take 3-4 machines to do it. Okay, one for a database server, one for running your Tomcat application, one for your storage for related, like that you have to create a big one. Now in a platform as a service, simply you can deploy your application in a platform from the cloud service provider and you can start using it. You don't need to worry about the underlying hardware kind of stuff. This cloud service model is managed hosting environment. The cloud provider manages virtual machines, networking resources, and cloud tenant deploy their application into their managing host. So users directly deploy their application into that environment. For example, in AWS, Elastic Beanstalk or app services from Azure also there. For example, yeah, Azure App Services provide managed host environment where developers can upload their web application without worrying about a physical hardware and software requirements. That is platform as a service. Infrastructure completely now. Software as a service. What is the software as a service? I'm using Google Docs. Actually, in the olden days, you want to use any Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, you have to install into your laptop, right? You know, when I was taking an attendance, the attendance sheet is Excel, right? This is Excel sheet. Where am I accessing Excel sheet? In the web browser. Okay, so it is purely authenticated. It is Office 365. It is a software as a service. It means Office 365 contains a multiple applications, and I'm using Excel application here. I can use it from web browser. I can use it from my desktop also. Anywhere, anytime, I can use this application with or without installing into local system. Okay, I can connect to simple account. So what is a software as a service? It is a direct application accessed by user. And you need to worry about that remaining stuff, underlying things like the provider manage all aspects of application environment. To run an application, what is that environment requirement, OS requirement, application, everything is maintained by cloud service provider. As a user, you have to just connect it to the application and use it. An example, Office 365, Google Docs, Google Workspace. Google Docs means Google entire workspace kind of stuff, and Salesforce, Dynamic CRM. Okay, Dynamic CRM. These are all okay. Dynamic 365. Okay, sorry, Dynamic 365. These are all software as a service. It means just open it. Even ServiceNow, BMC, Helix, ITSM. Okay, there is a nowadays most of the things are even Freshworks also is a software as a service. Simply log into their site, they log into there and access the application, configure as per your organization and start using it. So that is software as a service. Either this has to be pushed little up or little down. How to do? This is a simple line that is for understanding, okay, of software as a service titles. A lot of pictures are there to understand. Infrastructure as a service. It means the user has to maintain the virtual machines, means server, storage, operating system, application deployments, databases, analytic things, hosted application kind of stuff. These are all user has to maintain. The remaining underlying this is part will be maintained by service provider. Platform as a service. It is already you can deploy your application on the platform and directly you can use it. You don't need to worry about the underlying infrastructures, storages, operating system, kind of stuff. Software as a service, access an application directly. So you don't require to know about what is the infrastructure environment or a operating system. Okay, underlying infrastructure, securities, you don't require to know it. Okay, infrastructure as a service, the most flexible cloud service, focus on application development, pay as you pricing model. You configure and manage hardware for your applications. Okay, so I want to run an application. So then I have to define what hardware is required, what is CPU requirement, hard RAM requirement, and what is that? Storage requirement, then operating system, then application. But in a software as a platform as a service, the platform manages handle the cloud provider so that it will maintain. I want this application. It means the I want this environment. It means the dependent. the dependent environment, like how much CPU required, RAM requirement, or operating system requirement maintained by cloud service provider. Only thing is, so what platform I required, what are the requirement, their connectivity, I have to check it. Software as a service, nothing, you don't worry about it, just access an application. User pay for software they use on a subscription model. This is clear, another picture of it. You can see it is on premises. It means either private cloud or you are maintaining your own data center. So your organization is responsible for storage, network, compute, virtual machines, operating system, runtimes, applications, data, and access. Everything you have to maintain. You have to maintain your storage. You have to maintain your network. You have to maintain your servers, main physical servers, and you have to maintain your virtual machine. In virtual machine operating system, runtime environment, run your application, and give access to the application. So all these things maintained by the organization only. But if you go to the cloud, in the mainly infrastructure as a service, the bottom thing, storage, network, the servers will maintained by, means the compute environment is maintained by service provider. So as a user of infrastructure as a service, you'll create a virtual machine, install operating system, and install runtimes like a what you want, like you want a Java, .NET, or maybe Python. Okay, and on top of it, install an application and give access permission to the applications. And platform as a service. So you no need to maintain all these things. As a user of platform as a service, the entire environment, including runtime also, will maintain by provider. Just you have to which application and you manage the application and what is the access of your application kind of stuff. And here it is, you don't interact with your application, like how to manage application. You don't just access an application. So you manage, provider manage kind of stuff. Okay. So guys, these are the difference between infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. Three cloud models: private cloud, public cloud, and hybrid cloud. Three services: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. Got it, guys? Up to here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Here it is. This is. Different cloud service providers are there. Example, AWS from Amazon, Azure from Microsoft, GCP from Google, OCI from Oracle. IBM is also providing IBM cloud platform kind of stuff. Okay. And Washington Digital and lot of public cloud service providers are there. Find out if you want. Private cloud. There is no private cloud service providers because private cloud used by their own organization. But to create a private cloud, so they use different types of tools for virtualization related and cloud connectivity related. Cloud means to connect the users or the internet, right? So that is what it is important. Okay, so here it is. VMware is providing vSphere is a virtualization platform, server virtualization related. At vCenter, vCloud, vRealize, vHorizon, these are all different cloud set connecting tools. Microsoft SC, Hyper-V and SCVMM for virtualization maintenance, but SCAC is a cloud connecting platform. Citrix is Zen servers, Zen apps, Zen centers, Zen cloud kind of stuff will comes with a Citrix organization providing these tools to create their own cloud environment. To create a cloud environment, you have to require a virtualization of server virtualization, network virtualization, and storage virtualizations and application virtualization. These four virtualizations are important to create and maintain these cloud platforms. Okay, so these platforms is provided by different organizations. Okay. And another one is OpenStack. It is an open source private cloud platform. So mainly for infrastructure as a service, this is private cloud platform. You have a data center and you virtualize your data center in the form of like a server virtualization, storage, and network virtualization you have done. So you can connect that virtualization platform to the OpenStack application. So you can access your cloud resources. You can access your resources through the OpenStack as a cloud. Okay. Every cloud, there is a different domains are there. Compute domain, just like a you can create a virtual machines, auto scaling, auto load balancing, this kind of stuff concepts come in a computer, like a CPU, how much CPU requirement for virtual machines, RAM requirement, storage requirement, like that. This EBS comes under elastic block storage kind of stuff. Also, yeah, yeah. It's no, it's a platform service. Sorry. Two EBSs are the little confusing between them. Database services. Different types of database services from the public cloud platforms, like a RDS and NoSQL type of services. RDS, like a relational database services, MySQL, Oracle SQL, MS SQL, MariaDB, ArioDB, Aurora DB, like that it is like. NoSQL, DynamoDB, CosmoDB. Okay, these are NoSQL database services. Storage services. Okay, to store your data and back up your data. So different types of services. Amazon provide S3 block storage is like EBS. And Azure Blob is Azure storage services. Okay, and different backup types of services like a Glance is one of the backup services kind of stuff. Not Glance, sorry, that word I forgot. Network related services. Route 53 is like a DNS service. Route 53 is a kind of DNS service, VPC, okay, virtual private cloud services to create your own organizational related cloud means a specific project you want to deploy into a specific network secure area. So then you can create your own your VPC and you can build your infrastructure inside and application running inside. That is VPC. CloudFront. CloudFront is like a which like a CDN service. It is like a content delivery management. So which area, which person can able to access based on the user base, you can create a cloud front. Even your application is in Mumbai, but in West Virginia, your user is there. So you need to move your application to West Virginia. Simply configure cloud front. So there you can access. Direct connect, VPN services. These are also comes under network services. Messaging services, SNS, SQS, like a simple notification system, queuing services, like a multiple requests come to the your applications, how to manage this request by queuing, okay? And one service to another service connectivity using queuing kind of stuff. SNS, notification, okay? Notifying from one service to another service or notifying a user or administrators that is the change of service or a completion of service like event services, cloud watch kind of stuff. It is there. Security, identity, and compliance services like who can able to access, what is their authenticity, who are the users, just user access or maybe infrastructure access or administrative access. We can define and also we can give the connectivity with some different key connectivity using KMS services. Okay, let's understand different domains in the cloud.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
They look like very big letters. Can reduce something. Yeah, now it is gone to up. Okay. And this is some examples of things like a software as a service. We got a lot of examples like a Salesforce, Office 365, Dynamics 365, Google Docs, ServiceNow. These are all comes under software as a service application. So simply log in and start using, configure for your organization, and you can use it. That's it. That's the software as a service. Platform as a services, app services, elastic beanstalk services, and Oracle itself providing the 12C. What is a 12C? C means cloud. 12C, 14C, 18C, 19C, 21C, 22C, all this like a, if you want a database server and you don't need to buy an application, install an application and configurations, all is not required. Simply go to the Oracle site and take the application. Even for any other servers also, Azure, Microsoft SQL servers are there. From AWS, different SQL platforms are there. Database applications are there. You can take it, connect it, and you can use it. Okay, for your base application purpose. IaaS, infrastructure as a service, is mainly computing services. Storage, personal storage. Guys, clouds, a lot of people are confusing because cloud storage is and cloud. Okay, personal cloud storage is also one of the service from in a part of cloud. Okay, OneDrives, Google Drives, iCloud, these are all direct personal storage things. In a cloud, there is a different storage services like object level storage kind of stuff, but personal cloud storages are general cloud storages. Now we know that is OneDrive, Google Drive, iCloud, and Mega NZ. Okay. Earlier we have a for Shaik.com. Okay. These are different cloud service providers. Actually, I want to give a small break between this and this, but I have to cover one more topic. Before going to that one, so we'll try these questions and answers. Okay. Because I have taken that these questions from as I said, no, learn.microsoft.com. So that's the thing. So everything is there. Okay. Which of the following is not a cloud computing category? Software as a service, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service. We know all these services are cloud services only, which is not. This is we never hear. That is network as a service. Next. Which of the following is it true? With operating expenses, operating expenditures, you are responsible for purchasing and maintenance. You don't buy in OPEX, right? If you are purchasing means capital expenditure. If you are only responsible for computing resources that you use it. In capital expenditure, you are only responsible computing. Yeah, you're not responsible like that. So CapEx is about purchasing. Operational expenditure, not about purchasing. Okay, it's about a maintaining. So it is the second one is the correct answer. Okay, I'm telling answers also, but just the time part. Okay, so it's not actually I want to ask you because you are already understanding. Which of the following is not type of cloud computing? Public is there, private is there, hybrid is there. Distributed cloud is not there. Okay, distributed cloud is not there anyway. So cloud is not distributed anyway. The last one is an important one. I selected incorrect, so that's it is showing incorrect kind of stuff. Okay. Which of the following chosen is not a benefit of clouds? It's not a benefit. Scalability is benefit. Disaster recovery, a benefit because the cloud data centers are there. So different places you can store your data, or you can put your applications. Okay, so that is also help your disaster recovery. Means one of the reason is down, from other reason you have a data. So that is disaster recovery is also there. High availability, that is the main point of your cloud service. Scalability and high availability, elasticity, these are the main important. So always service is available. So you can quickly provision and scale it. Geographical isolation. This is a answer. This is not a benefit. It's not a geographic isolation. It's not even a benefit kind of stuff. It is not a opposite point. Geographical isolation. Isolation means in one single place only. Okay, your application or a data is in the only one location only, not in a thing. We are using geographical distribution, not isolation. That is the main point. Okay. Yeah, I'll just read it. So I will leave like this. If you want, you can click on anything. You can see the some links and you can read about it also. Just leaving it things. Okay. You can take this as a summary point also. Guys, understand what is a basic of cloud computing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's already 12:34, but we have one more topic to go. That is called a very important topic, that is Office 365. Okay. Of course, it will take at least an half an hour time to explain. So I don't want to extend your time. So take a break. Okay. Take a small break and we'll going to discuss these things. Okay, don't worry. I'm not going to explain these questions and all. If you want, you can read it, no problem. Okay. And the one part I have copy pasted from different places, mainly from, I've written some, okay. I have collected some insights, okay. So take a break, guys. It's 12:35. Be back in 12:45. Take 10 minutes and we'll continue. It's like it will take at least half an hour. Okay. That's something.